What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing these cute little braids on Theo. He's so cute. And his little man beads. If you want to see how we got this little look, stay tuned. Alright, y'all, like I said, what's up? Today we are doing Theo's hair. So we're going to start on pre-washed hair. It's already been shampooed, and I think we did a deep condition this day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and split his hair up in quads, and I'm going to moisturize, put some leave-in conditioner in, and then we're going to blow dry today. I usually don't blow dry his hair too much, but since I was trying a new style with smaller braids, I wanted to go ahead and blow dry it. It just gives me a better chance at his braids looking even. So as you can see, I use a lot of conditioner because he has a lot of hair. That dime size amount, that don't, no. That conditioner is, we need more than a dime size. So that's how much we use on each section. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work that through, and I'm gonna detangle again with the little easy Detangler brush, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start blow drying. I put a heat protector in his hair this time, just because the heat protector that we have, it leaves like a weird film over his hair, and I just hate the way that feels, and it makes his hair very stiff. So since I don't really blow dry his hair or use heat on his hair very often, until I find a heat protector that isn't so like serum-y feeling and it weighs so much, then I just really don't do heat protection, because we barely ever do heat styles anyway, so it's not like, you know, it's not too bad. And then I do make sure that I'm going through with that blow dryer and pressing that cool button on there so that I'm not putting so much, you know, heat on there. But I'm just gonna go through with this blow dryer. I love this blow dryer. I think I got it from Target. I think it's called The Good Doctor or something like that. I don't know. I'll definitely put it in the video and put it down below. But I think I want to do just a review on this blow dryer itself, because this blow dryer is awesome. So I just went through and made sure that his hair, not only was it dry, but it was stretched as far as it can get stretched. Because I really want to, I need his hair elongated for this particular style. I'm not the best braider, so I haven't really learned how to braid his hair when his hair is in his natural like curls. It always comes out better if I do go ahead and blow dry, which is why we don't do braids very often. We do more twist styles, or you know, more curly type styles than we do the braids, because one, they take so long, and two, I have to blow dry his hair out because I'm not the best braider. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue going through each quad. I put the leave-in conditioner in first, and then I go through, detangle it, and then I start blow drying it out. And I do that to each section. And even obviously within each section, I take smaller sections to go ahead and get that blow dried. So you can see how I'm blow drying your hair. I love this because I can just use one hand. I don't have to have a brush in one hand and a blow dryer in another one. Trying to get through all this hair, I can just brush through and get it done. me showing the cool button, it was kind of fast, but I'll do a review on this blow dryer because I love this blow dryer. So all his hair is blow dried out. And we're gonna go ahead and start parting, sectioning the hair to try to make these, I call them star braids. So basically he's in a like a rotating chair or whatever, and I just turn him towards me and I put his head down so that I can really get that line straight, because I've been working on my lines. My lines are not the straightest, and that's something I kind of struggle with as far as doing his hair. I struggle with parts being straight and all that, and it could be just because I just don't have the patience to keep going over and over it, or it might just be an art to parting, you know, and getting it symmetrical and all that kind of stuff. So then I just turn him around and I just continue that line all the way up, and then I'm gonna find the middle of his head and create a line going towards each ear, and that's gonna create my quads again, but these are much cleaner quads. It's so thick. I know that conditioner looked like it didn't do nothing. His hair looks so dry, but it's not dry. It's very moisturized. It just looks like it. So now what I'm doing is going by in each quad, and I'm starting at the point of the quad, and I am just creating triangles. I cannot give you a definite answer on how many triangles I did in each quad, because I feel like Theo has more hair on one side than the other, and so I have to, some of them he had 3, some of them he had 4. It just depends on the weight of his hair. You can see I find that point and I just draw a line down and create some triangles within that quad, and I just make sure that those lines are as straight as I can possibly get them. And I'm just taking the hair and twisting it, like really barely twisting it, and just putting a not a pin, what do you call those things, the clips that you use like when you do locks and stuff like that. So I just use those to get the hair out the way for a second. See, I'm just barely twisting it and putting it up. So I do that in each section. And then we're going to get to braiding in a minute. I saw this style on, I think, Pinterest or something, and I wanted to try it because I've been wanting to do the little beads on him to see how he would like it, and it turned out so good. I was just so proud of myself because, like I said, I'm not the best braider, but it looked really good. It looked real good. And also, we did a photo shoot because his birthday is coming up, and I was trying out a hairstyle for the photo shoot, so it ended up being really good. So it was photo shoot ready, and I was like really proud of myself. So I feel like as far as my parts, the parts were okay. I just felt like some braids were bigger or smaller than others, and I guess it's not really necessarily the parting, it's the spacing that I kind of have an issue on. But that's alright, we're gonna get it together. The more practice we get, the better we're gonna get. So I'm basically done with the parting, and this is just a rough parting because when I started braiding, I did go back and some of the parts were too big, so I went and kind of broke some of those down. But It's just to kind of get us going. So I have the curl piece gripping, and I think it's gripping and braiding glaze or something like that, grip or something like that. I'll put it below, of course. But this is what I use on the perimeter, like of the edges, and I kind of work it in with my fingers and go back through and detangle that hair, because of course I have to detangle again. And then we're gonna go ahead and start braiding. I always part a little piece off at the top and start with that piece, and then I just braid as best as I can, as neatly as I can. I know the smaller that you start off, the more neat your braid will end up. So I try to start off as small as my little fingers can grip, and then we get to going. It's so funny. He hates braid. He hates the braiding process, but he always asking me for braids. Like, that is like one of his go-to styles, and I'm like, dude, do you really feel like fighting with me? He hates braids. Like, he hates getting his hair braided. It's like the worst thing in the world to him. But he always asking for some braids, and I give in sometimes, and I'll just deal with him fussing at me. But mostly, I don't give him braids because, like I said, I'm not the best braider, and it takes a lot to braid all of this good old hair down. So here we go, just moving along up to the front of his hair, and we're gonna go ahead and continue braiding. I'm just combing in that product, and you can see my little part that I start with. Just gonna go ahead and start braiding. I did have to start using some of that gripping glaze on the ends of his hair because I don't know what happened, but his hair just kind of started reverting back, and it wasn't as straight as I could have, as straight as it was before. So kind of his ends started getting back curly, so I had to kind of straighten them out a little bit with the product. I didn't want to go back through with any more heat, so I just used product instead of heat to get his hair to do what I needed to do so I could get it braided through. And this is one of the pieces I was telling you about that I had to go ahead and split into two because I felt like it just would have been too big compared to the other braids. And I like to move the hair back and forth so I can really see the parting and see how big the section is. So that's just how I kind of eyeball it like that. And I use a lot of this gripping glaze because his hair is so thick and unruly sometimes. I have to use a lot of product with his hair, and it still ends up curling up sometimes on me. You can see the ends right there real good, how they just started twisting back on their stuff. It don't take long. Please, we fight. It's feeling me, it hurt. Ooh, I thank God for tablets because I don't know how my mama used to do my hair. I know we ain't had no tablets back in my day. So I don't know what I did. Guess I looked at the TV, but ooh, Lord, thank God for electronics. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Especially when I'm trying to do hair. Thanks. He was so done with me. He was just done. He was done. I was done. We both were just so ready to be over with because we were just fighting. We were just fighting. My back was hurting. He kept moving. He kept screaming at the top of his lungs because he swear I was hurting him. And I was just so done. We were both just so ready to just wrap it up. Like it was just over. We were so done. So you'll see us kind of fighting a little bit, but it's all good. He don't want to cut his hair, so this is what he got to deal with. Oh well. He looks so miserable, like somebody please come save me. I'm so tired of getting my hair done. when you're doing kids' hair, you definitely gotta just take a deep breath before you do it, because it's some patience that gotta be involved in this. Because woo, it's some patience that gotta be involved. But that's alright. We got through it, and he was cute, and that's all that matters. He was pleading with me about something. I don't even know. I was just like, dude, can you come on? We almost done. We almost to the finish line. Don't give up on me now. Yeah, I start very, very small, and then I just go from there. And I kind of learned that from Linwood at Get GlamFam. I think it's Get GlamFam. It's either Get GlamFam or GlamFam, something like that. But I'll put his YouTube down below in the description. And I always braid his hair up before he gets a haircut, so.
So
that's
one. Gonna need a lawyer.
We can do this, right? We can do this.
On Cape Horn. Might take a while. Mr. Rebecca, would you remove that version of your shoulder? Oh, with this is an Australian.
Oh man, I was in the.
We have to take little breaks like that where I give him love, because we be about to beat each other up. He be tired of me, I be tired of him. So we gotta take little breaks and be patient with each other. So I just pause sometimes, give him a hug, give him a kiss, tell him we can do this, we can get through it, and we get through it every time. So just finishing up this last braid, and then we're gonna get to putting the beads on. This is how it look without the beads. Alright, so we got these Eden beads, and these we just got these from our local beauty supply. As well as the bead, I don't know, like a bead apparatus, I don't know what it's called. And then you need some rubber bands. So to make my life easier, I put the beads in a bag, and then we just decided to do blue, white, black, and then red, white, and black. And then we put them on. I'm gonna show you how to do the beads in here somewhere. But first, what you want to do is put the beads in on the little apparatus thing in the order that you want them. The last bead obviously going first, and then you take the hair through the hole and you push the beads up and pull the hair through. And then I pull the beads kind of up a little bit so I can turn the ends of his hair up and rubber band his hair in between the last two braids. So you can see kind of what I did a little bit right there. I'll try to explain a little better in a minute. So I'm putting the 3 on there. And I'm just going to take the ends of his hair And you don't want to go all the way up on the braid because his hair is thick, like I said. So, and these beads are smaller. So you want to kind of get a good angle, because if you go too far up, it won't pull through. And we had those problems a couple of times. So that's just kind of something I learned. So now I'm just showing you me putting the rubber band in between the two beads at the end, and I just have that hair wrapped around that black bead, and I'm holding it with my thumb, and I'm just twisting that rubber band around and around until it's no more rubber band to twist, and then I pull the other two beads down, and that's it. He loved it, y'all. This boy shook them beads. All I heard was beads in his room. I heard beads in my room. Everywhere I heard beads. He just loved them dang on beads. So now every time he get his hair done, now he's been wanting his man beads, is what he calls them. So anyway, I just go through and put a little oil on his scalp and on his braids, and just make sure that I seal in that moisture, because it was looking a little dry. Make it look a little shiny. And of course, I always use the Wrap Me foam to kind of help with those flyaways and those little small hairs. I just put that all over his hair, and I'm gonna spray a little bit of carrot oil over his hair as well. And I'm gonna put his do-rag on, and then I'm gonna blow dry it a little bit just to kind of help it stick in place. But you see that braid that's right here closest to the camera? I feel like they could have split into two braids, and I did split it into two braids for our photo shoot. So that was what I was saying about my needing help with my sizing and my parting. But yep, I'm just going to go ahead and put on that do-rag and take the brush off of the blow dryer and kind of just blow dry it for a little bit. I really didn't leave him blow drying it for like 10 minutes. I really didn't even I maybe did like 30-45 seconds of it, and that was it. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel, watching this video. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below what else you guys would like to see. Bye.